What's going on, guys? We got a long-awaited review slash update. Not really a review. Just wanted to talk about some of the parts that I've gotten recently, and you know, I've been trying to push this project back as long as I can, but it can be pushed back no longer. Number one, my last video was the parts theory about this, right? And all the parts and everything that I'm going to be getting. I'm going to be getting a lot of different types of ammo to test on this thing, like a lot. This is going to be my quote-unquote battle rifle. I'm going to have a DMR rifle that's also in 308 to test against this. So be looking out for that as well. And so for this one, basically what we're going to be doing is basically comparing the parts that I'm using and then my setup for this compared to my DMR setup. That'll be like a dedicated, accurate 308 at long distance. That's probably going to be, I would say, I might set it up as 14.5, but I might just do 16 inches just to call it a, call it a day. But let's talk about this, right? Some stuff that I still need to do with this, right? I still need to, finish out the 80% part of that, but I'm not talking about that in this video, because that'll be the absolute last thing that I do once I get all the parts and everything I need, minus the upper. The parts that I still need are the upper and the stock, and so I've just been getting like the small minute parts, that being I got this grip, this K2XL grip. Something that I learned is the grip that I got is the K2XL Plus, or the K2 Plus XL. One of those. It's a Magpul grip. I'm getting that, but I do like this. I'll probably still use this, just not for this build. I love this grip angle though. It's very comfortable on the wrist, and it is like almost vertical, and I do like that. I was hearing and doing research that it's definitely a more comfortable part of the vertical, so I am a fan of that. I like that. Might use this for my SPR because it does need a new grip because its grip sucks. Speaking of grips, I might just throw this bad boy on there. If you know what this is, then you know. Yeah, this baby doesn't really need no introduction on there, but that's for a later video. And I might have to shape down some material right there, so if it goes on there, it's going on there, and it's going to be permanent. So that's the topic for a later video, but today we got that boom K2XL, and we got this bad boy, as well as I got something else in there. If you can see that right there, SI, it's really small. I thought it'd be a lot more pronounced and bigger, but yeah, but you can see my serial number. Bam, and then I got the practical on there. Nice, right? So far this is what I got. But there's a reason why I went with this mag, because these mags are pretty reliable and pretty proven. Man, these freaking bullets are tight. They're tight in there. I also got a box of white box Federal at your local Walmart. Crazy that Walmart still sells this but won't sell 5.56 or 9 mil. Stupid, right? But yeah, I think this was like, well, I can't really talk about the price, but yeah, it was for 40 rounds. It's about 42 beans, no rice. Man, these things, I need like a 308 unloader because these bullets are freaking heavy. And I am noticing that there is a significant weight difference with this loaded and a regular 5.56 loaded. Probably make a separate video about that, like comparing a full loadout and everything, because this is my first mag. And guys, I'm really excited just to even be diving into this platform, because this will be my entry into the accuracy space. This will be my entry into the long distance you know, space and all that. I do have some dummy rounds just to help you know, with feeding and testing and everything once I get it, because I don't just take it out to the range and just be like, hey, I'm just gonna try it and let it blow up in my face. Absolutely not. Even though I haven't really seen no complaints with the JAKL 308 platform, I'm still gonna take it and try it out myself. But that being said, reason why I got this magazine is because it does have the polymer. It is like low-key see-through, which that's like a big plus to me, because you can always see, even when it's in the gun, you can see like, hey, I got this many. It does have the flat, so you really don't, when all is said and done, and this is a 20 rounder, not a 25 rounder, but I'm gonna get the 25 rounder as well. This will be pretty good for stabilization as well, but I will have a bipod paired with this, but that does help a little bit. I'm not probably getting extensions for this, because extensions for a 308 is probably pretty null and void and moot and everything. I do have a very interesting add-on that I'm going to be using for this, which is this bad boy right here, suicide saver. I don't know if that's actually what it's called, but that's what I'm gonna be calling it and using it for. I'm gonna have like two really accurate bullets, or maybe I'll just use like some, you know, some proven bullets, but I've already had these out and they're already starting to rust a little bit, so that's pretty cool. But I'll probably have them actually on the side of the upper right there, so that way, you know, if I need to emergency reload, I run dry, pick one up, bow, throw it in, kind of like a round saver, or what do they call it, a match saver for the shotgun. Match savers are pretty cool, so got that idea. I was like, hey, I know that's not what most people probably use them for the sniper. They probably use them as like a, you know, just some extra backup ammo or whatever. But for this platform specifically, you know, I'm gonna be testing that out. But I like these mags. These are the Lancer. This is the Lancer 20 rounder. Matter of fact, more specifically, this is the Lancer steel hybrid polymer mag. And yes, in 308, obviously. I don't know if these are the self-lubricating ones, but I believe that they are, which is pretty nice. But that built-in, that metal, I love that feed lip, and it's way more beefier than the 20 rounder or the 30 rounders. Oh man, you can see I'm getting rust on that bad boy. That thing been out there, been working with that. This is the ammo that got rained on, I think. But anyway, this does have like a way beefier metal insert and everything, so I'm looking forward to that. And the aesthetic of it alone is just pure fantastical. Look at that thing. Now imagine that with the tan stock and the tan upper. It's going to be really nice. I can't wait. And I will be testing this with a scope and with my 5X Prism, and I'm thinking that my 5X is probably gonna live on there, just for A, the weight savings, and B, I want to actually, like, the 5X Prism to me is more of a battle rifle optic kind of, so it's like more of a quick acquisition kind of thing. And you know, you can shoot from 5 and in. I don't know if I'm going to be shooting this out further than that. I will with my scope, obviously, to test out the capabilities of it. But I think I'm going to be tossing it back and forth between a 5X and probably a 1 to 10. But that being said, let me know what y'all think in the comments down below, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, all of that stuff. Stay tuned for more, and we're going to have more updates really soon, so stay tuned. All right, peace.